Hello and welcome back to We Seek Summits. Moving on in our A2 Ylang Ylang oil spotlight, we're close to halfway through, and the reason we do this is one, because we're learning a heck of a lot about these oils, but also we don't want you to have made this incredible investment in these oils and then have them sitting on your shelf. So we're compiling resources and gathering information and getting a little bit of scientific background to help you know how to use your oils. So this week we've got a beautiful, amazing, and very powerful oil, Helichrysum. And I have to admit that this is one that I had never heard of until I started with doTERRA. So Helichrysum is a flower, and I'm not always big on the floral scents. I tend to be more of a citrus kind of gal, but this just smells like sunshine joy. It's warm, it's rich, it's floral, but not too like overpowering. What were you
I would say that's even in the name, you know, Helichrysum coming from sun and gold and
so Helios, sun, Chrysos, golden. Golden sunflower.
It is a beautiful, almost like, looks like a weed, honestly, like a little weed of a flower with these little yellow,
beautiful little burst of a yellow bloom.
They're in the sunflower family. You know, that's kind of where the yellow comes from, and there's lots of different species of Helichrysum. The essential oil is mostly steam distilled from the flowers of Helichrysum italicum, and I believe doTERRA sources the plant from Corsica. And that's how we get this beautiful oil. And you'll notice it's in a little bottle. It only comes in 5 milliliters because it is really powerful. And so this is one you want to stretch a little bit, use it where you need to, but it's got some very powerful ways that it can support your body, and we're going to go through those. But can I talk about the chemistry first?
Okay, I mean, you're so excited. Okay, let's hear about the chemistry. Because actually, I was reading that Helichrysum has really unique chemistry to even any of the other things that grow on Corsica, and even just depending on like the part of the island where it's grown, the chemistry is really different. So, okay, please
So
tell us about the chemistry.
It has a very unique smell, and that mainly comes, I think, maybe I mentioned before that esters in flowers, those family of components, usually are responsible for its scent. And there's narrow acetate, and it can be up to about half of this oil, and that gives it the nice, bright, unique Helichrysum scent. So you've got that. We've also got a lot of monoterpenes and sesquiterpenes, very complex chemistry, lots and lots and lots of constituents. Alpha pinene, family of curcumines, different sesqui and monoterpenes are in there, so they're going to give you those supports, which are very common in like frankincense and other really good oils. And then there's also this family of compounds called italidones. So it kind of comes from the name. It kind of comes from, remember, Helichrysum italicum, so it kind of comes from that. But they are ketones. And I believe I've talked before about ketones. But ketones are very reactive molecules in a good way, because anything that could be a bit of a threat to us, ketones are going to help our body blow it up, get rid of it. So you get really good ketone support with Helichrysum oil, and you'll just keep that in mind as we get into some of the applications, and you can kind of connect the dots between the chemistry and the applications of the oil.
Because I'm starting to kind of remember some stuff, like, oh, he mentioned esters. Well, I remember that esters are really calming in general, and they contribute to the scent, and so...
That's right. And just real quick before we leave the chemistry, so there's a lot of research on this oil. This is one that's heavily studied as well, and there's a big group of research talking about how a specific constituent, so a lot of research, they have to study things in isolation because we want to understand things. So they isolate this constituent called arsenol, and they look at how it interacts with different enzymatic pathways related to inflammation. And so one of the applications is supporting your body repair from wounds or cuts. And so that's a big reason why, you know, when you get a wound or a cut, your body tries to inflame that area to protect it, to heal it, but you don't want that inflammation to get out of control. And so Helichrysum can help your body, keep that wound under control, heal nicely, and also has great rejuvenating support, which we'll get to in a little bit. So kind of the special property, if you got anything kind of, I nicked my finger with a kitchen knife not too long ago, and I was like, I don't want to bleed on the food and all that, so what do I grab? I grabbed Helichrysum oil, put a drop right on that wound to help support my body, stop the bleeding and heal and recover, all the things that your body is designed to do. Helichrysum is going to help with that.
Yeah, your body does lots of amazing things. So as we mentioned, with a lot of the flowers, obviously flowers are very delicate. They're kind of small, so you need a large quantity to make essential oil. So yes, this is one of our higher price oils, but this is one that you're going to want, like, save your points for. I'm going to start trying to do videos talking more about like using the loyalty rewards and how to maximize your doTERRA benefits, but this is one you're going to want, or just do it on your order and love it and enjoy. But in the meantime, CorrectX is a doTERRA product. I'm not sure, have we talked about CorrectX yet?
Maybe briefly, but...
So this is an ointment that is great for all kinds of any sort of skin issues, little bumps, cuts, bruises, scrapes, dings. Yeah, all the dings. We have counted our kids at night, and hold still, we're going to apply the CorrectX and count all the things. I think Cameron's record was 54 things needing CorrectX on his body, and that was the day when he spent the day out in the woods with a friend and just had boy glory heaven time in the woods. But yeah, so Helichrysum is one of the main oils in CorrectX, and you can use this again for anything on your body. It's even good for those under eye circles.
Great.
So,
what other blends?
Okay, so we've
Let's
talked about the wound care and how Helichrysum can just help the body in the wound care. It is also great for all things skin. It is often referred to as the Immortelle flower or Immortelle because it is so beautifying. So doTERRA has it in their beautiful and amazing Immortelle anti-aging blend. This is the newer bottle, this is the older bottle, and I pulled them both out because what I shown you is, again, this is another one that's a beautiful investment, but I've tried a lot of the doTERRA products, and I've kind of gotten it down to where I use the Virage cleanser, and then at night I do Immortelle all over my face, because again, it's one of those, like, I want all the benefits of the Helichrysum, but this also has a lot of the other really powerhouse rose, frankincense, myrrh for skin stuff. But a little hack is those are also all the oils that are really powerful for mood health and calming. And so that's just an amazing combination. Like, you're putting all these really powerful mood enhancing, mood calming oils on your face, and they're good for your skin. So what I do is I get this bottle, and this is neat, it's not diluted, and so I'll pull out about like half of it or a third of it and split them into a couple of bottles and add maybe some carrier oil that's really good for the skin, like some jojoba, or I've got a little skin blend. But I'll roll these on my face at night, and I think you were telling about adding in yarrow pom. So I rub the Immortelle all over my face at night, and then I'll take the new yarrow pom and do like a drop kind of across, like 3 or 4 drops, and then rub all that in. And that's become my nightly routine.
Yeah, and specifically with Helichrysum, some of the constituents directly support your body's ability to reduce scar tissue and age spots and those kind of things. So that's where the Helichrysum is going to play in, is kind of help rejuvenating new skin where it's been previously damaged.
And like I was saying, oils aren't magic. They help your body do what your body was created to. So your body already does these amazing things, and we're just seeing through personal experience and through more research how oils can help support that, or help the chemistry of the body. And one thing we didn't mention was when you bang yourself really hard and you get a nasty bruise, Helichrysum is one of the oils. Obviously you could use CorrectX or stuff to kind of just really help the body to recover that area.
Yeah, yeah, great for circulatory
Yes, great for
system
circulatory.
support.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Great for circulatory system. It's in my body butter that I use for the stuff on my legs that I don't really like. To kind of help the blood flow and the legs. So let me tell you about it. I dry brush my legs, and then I apply the body butter in an upward direction. And the oils I use for circulation are cypress, basil, helichrysum, lemon,
Yeah,
I think.
cool.
And again, with the lemon, be careful. Obviously, it's on my legs, and I mostly wear pants. So I'm not worried about the photosensitivity there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so that's kind of really all things skin. And also on that aging side is Helichrysum is very high on the ORAC antioxidant scale. So Helichrysum is a great antioxidant.
Yes.
Now, you can actually take this, you can apply it topically as we've been talking about. You can diffuse, we'll get into some of the aromatherapy in a minute. But you can also take it internally as a dietary supplement. So it's going to help on the antioxidant properties as a dietary supplement there.
and we talked about the ORAC scale a little bit more in the clove video.
Yeah, yeah. And then lastly, like especially if you take it internally or if you rub it on your liver, if you're trying to go through any kind of nutritional protocol to help detox your body, specifically around metals and trying to help metal chelation to get those out of your system, Helichrysum is a great oil to support with those type of protocols.
Yeah.
So let's jump over to the aromatherapy.
Okay, so this is a beautiful oil to add in a diffuser blend, and again, like one drop will do a great job because it's a personifier, so you'll sort of get a lot of that beautiful note and you don't need that much, so you can stretch it. It blends with, of course, a lot of the other flowers, and again, it blends with a lot of the other mood oils, that, like I said, the frankincense and the myrrh. So for diffusing, again, and I feel like we say the same things, and we do. We can't say the same things for mood support. Helichrysum is a great one. Okay, so from the emotional book, we're talking about the joy of it, and it has this great relationship with the sun. If you have been damaged, traumatized, wounded, and are struggling to overcome that, or just walking through the process of healing, but healing is hard. Like mental healing is hard. Like this isn't easy, and we're never trying to minimize any of those things. We want you to walk through it well. So in order to do that, Helichrysum is a beautiful oil to help you walk through that well, or to overcome obstacles or barriers that might be keeping you in that place of victimhood or that place of being wounded. We want you to get to a place of joy and vitality and life and energy, because then you're able to pour out to others, right? So this is a beautiful oil for those purposes, to help overcome that just emotional pain, trauma, anguish, to give you a more courageous place to operate from.
Yeah,
So
really cool.
yeah.
So I mean that really sums up this beautiful oil that it's a rejuvenating oil.
Yeah.
Like if you just think whether it's emotionally or physically, I need healing, I need rejuvenation, Helichrysum.
Yeah, Helichrysum. I kind of forgot talking about like vitality stuff. There's one blend that it's in that sort of surprised me. It is in deep blue. And it's not like when I smell deep blue, I can't smell any of the Helichrysum.
No,
so I can't open it right now.
Get that blue tansy.
Yeah, I get a lot of the blue tansy, I get the wintergreen, I get the peppermint. I don't really get Helichrysum, but again, for just vitality and stimulating and body care. So it's in deep blue.
Great. All right, well, I think that was all I wanted to talk about with Helichrysum.
Yeah.
But we want to hear about how y'all are using Helichrysum, so let us know what you found interesting or new in this video.
Yeah,
If
please
there's
use
any
this oil.
resources that we could share with you or point you towards, just fill out the link for more information in the video description.
Like frankincense, with the really complex chemistry, it's really great for supporting the brain, and we can try and send you some more research on that if you would like.
Yeah. Otherwise, next time will be jasmine.
Another flower, jasmine. Yeah.
All
All right. Thank you so much.